They say every home has its secrets, but this one breathed lies. Mr. Raymond's mansion shimmered in the daylight. Marble floors, golden chandeliers, walls that whispered with luxury. But beneath all that beauty, something dark was growing. I could feel it. I could smell it in the air, like perfume, mixed with poison. My name is Anna. For the longest time, I was invisible, just a maid in a grand mansion where people noticed my uniform before they ever noticed my face. I was 18, young, quiet, eager to keep my job. My duties were simple: sweep the marble floors, polish the furniture, serve meals on time. And I did them all, never imagining that one day I would become the only witness to a crime that would shatter everything I thought I knew. The mansion belonged to Mr. Raymond, a respected businessman, distant, always busy. To me, he was simply Sir. His wife, Madame Mila, beautiful, elegant, soft-spoken, the kind of woman people trusted instantly. But behind that charm lived something much darker. There was also Eric, the man everyone believed was her younger brother. Quiet, polite, always respectful toward Mr. Raymond. He blended into the family so easily that no one ever questioned him. And then, Mrs. Martha, the head cook. Warm, sturdy, always humming. She treated me like a daughter. She was the heart of the kitchen, and to me, the heart of the home. Days passed in a gentle rhythm. Breakfast at 7, lunch at noon, dinner served in the grand dining room at 8. Life felt predictable, almost comforting. But slowly, quietly, I began to notice things. Small things. The way Madame Mila's eyes lingered on Eric, a little too long. The way their conversations carried a warmth that felt wrong. And how Mr. Raymond, despite all his intelligence, seemed blind to it all. I tried to ignore it. I was just a maid. It wasn't my place to question anything. But something inside me whispered, "Pay attention." And then, the storm came. It was a Thursday evening. The table was set with the fine porcelain, the special set. Madame Mila insisted everything must be perfect. I polished every glass until it gleamed. The house smelled of roasted duck and wine. Eric sat at the far end of the table. He smiled politely when I poured his drink, but his eyes lingered on her dinner, began with laughter, light conversation, the sound of silverware. Mr. Raymond was joyful, toasting to the future. But when I returned from the kitchen with fresh bread, I saw something I could never unsee. Madame Mila leaned toward Eric, her voice low, her hand brushing his. And then she reached for Mr. Raymond's glass. Just for a moment, her fingers stirring the wine. Softly. Deliberately, I froze. Was it real? A trick of light? I wanted to believe I imagined it, but the chill down my spine told me otherwise. Minutes later, Mr. Raymond's voice slowed. His hand trembled. His face drained of color. And then, he collapsed. Chaos erupted. Mila screamed. Eric shouted for help. The tray slipped from my hands. By the time the doctor arrived, it was too late. The police questioned everyone. Mila cried and pointed to the kitchen, to Mrs. Martha. "The food," she sobbed. "It must have been the food." A vial of poison was found hidden behind the spice rack. Not by me, and not by Martha. I knew. It had been planted. Mrs. Martha's screams of innocence echoed through the halls as she was led away in handcuffs. Mila wept into Eric's arms. But through her tears, I saw her eyes cold, calculated, satisfied. That was the night I realized I had witnessed a murder. The mansion grew silent after that. No more laughter, no warmth, only echoes of what once was. Mila played the grieving widow perfectly. Eric stayed close, too close. Their secret glances became whispers. Whispers turned into touches, and I knew they were no siblings. And Martha sat in a cell for a crime she didn't commit. I should have spoken, I should have told the truth. But fear held me prisoner, until the night I overheard them. Eric's voice, low. No one suspects. Mila's reply, soft, chilling. They never will, she was the perfect scapegoat. Mrs. Martha. That night, I made my decision. I began my own investigation. I watched. I listened. I waited in the study. I found a hidden note, Mila's handwriting, a love letter to Eric, proof of their deception. In the guest room, beneath the mattress, I found another vial, identical to the one found in the kitchen, proof of their crime. I began writing everything down in a small notebook hidden beneath a loose floorboard. Every detail, every whisper, every truth they thought I would never reveal. I was afraid, terrified. But I couldn't stay silent anymore. Evil hides behind beauty, behind gentle smiles, behind tears that aren't real. Mila poisoned her husband, and Eric helped her. The world may never believe a maid, but I know what I saw. And I will carry this truth for as long as I live. I am the silent witness, the maid who saw everything and will never forget.